Hey guys, and welcome to the video today. We're going to run through the plans for the back end of prep for myself. It's a bit of a footage from training legs and just general day-to-day what it takes to be a natural bodybuilder, and then we're going to run through the plans for this channel and where we're going to take things. Enjoy the video.
Morning Fit Fam. So we are actually off to see Muscle Squad HQ today. So for those of you that are new to the channel and don't know me, I'm Donald. I am one of the admins over at Home Gym UK. That's a Facebook group, so I'll pop the link below. So before lockdown, I actually had a home gym. So when I left my personal training job back in 2019, I bought some kit and started seeing clients out of my home gym because I wanted to spend more time with my daughter. So it made more sense. I wasn't paying £400 a month in rent. I spent a couple of £1,000 on kit for my garage, and my clients still saw results. So it was the best thing for me. Obviously with lockdown, I moved into online coaching, bought some more kit because tax deductible and all that, and now I have quite a well-equipped home gym, so I will pop a little video tour up here. So through being an admin on the group, we've got to know quite a few companies quite well. The owners of the companies, obviously, with there being over 10,000 people in the main group, 15,000 in the sales group, there's quite a lot of home gym owners there that are quite interested in our opinion of kit, etc. So we've grown to know a few of the owners quite well. Some notable ones are Chris from Muscle Squad, who we're going to go see today, Steve from Primal, whose kit is amazing. I can't wait to get some more Primal kit. The guys over at Northern, very sound individuals and very down to earth. The guys over at Recharge Fit as well. We've done a few bits of work with them, so there's lots and lots in terms of the home gym market, and I think the next 12 months or so is going to be interesting to see how many of those brands are still around, because obviously demand has plummeted since lockdown has ended. So yep, it's going to be me and Jay having a road trip going to see going to see Muscle Squad HQ. We'll have a little bit of a look around of their gym, some of the new things that they've got in the pipeline, as well as his warehouse sale. So anybody who is able to get down to any of the warehouse sales, will show you the sort of stuff that's on offer there.
Okay, so here is exercise. This is actually my second exercise. So before this, I will get on the hip abduction and adduction machine and do 12 to 20 on there, just to get some blood in the hip abductors and adductors. With the leg extensions at the moment, we're doing a cluster set. So it's 3 micro sets of 4 to 6. So looking to make sure we're maximizing that time under tension, as well as the load that can be used by doing 4 sets quite close together. There's about 20 seconds rest in between each micro set. And as I said, this maximizes the amount of weight that I can use for a set of 28 if it's 4 sets of 6. So the rep range is somewhere between 20 to 30. But because you're only doing a set of 6 in one go, you can handle a lot more load than doing a set of, say, 28 just on their own. As you can see there, I hit failure. I'm using my logbook, so between each set, to make sure that I'm keeping on top of it, I write it on my logbook. And then I tend to put my mobile phone now in my bag and just have my music on in my headphones. So there's less distractions. I'm not looking at my phone, I'm not texting in between sets. It's just me focusing on the work and making sure it gets done. One mistake I see people making in the gym a lot is that they have their phones with them the whole time and they've not turned notifications off. So they might be doing their rest period where they're having, say, 60 seconds rest, but they end up spending 3 minutes sat texting somebody back, checking Instagram, just not being effective with their workout. And this is why they're spending an hour and a half, 2 hours in the gym. Whereas if you can get in a solid 45 minutes to an hour, even an hour 15, legs tends to take me about an hour and 15 just because of all the warm-up sets. But you get it done a lot faster when you don't have your phone on you. Also, the advantages of a logbook means that session by session, I know I'm pushing myself. As if I had a training partner, they might be able to get an extra rep or two out of you. With a logbook, that's the only training partner you need. So the main movements on leg day are squats and leg press. So I think this is my final warm-up set on squats. So I thought I'd throw a warm-up set example in here for you. So with my warm-up sets for squats, it might be a set of 5 with just the bar, and then 40 kilos, 60 kilos, and 80 kilos. Just making sure we grease that groove, getting the movement pattern incorrect, and that nothing crazy is happening. My lower back's feeling all right, my legs are feeling okay. Now this is the working set, which is up to 100 kilos, I believe, at the moment. My compound movements have suffered slightly because we are at the back end of prep now. So I can normally do another 20 kilos on this, like in peak off season. But at the moment, it's not about pushing numbers. It's about trying to maintain as much muscle mass as we can. I try to give up as little load as possible, but keep my execution spot on. As you can see here, my heels do pop up a little bit. As my body weight comes down, it just gets harder and harder to push those loads. Still keeping that intensity high. So rather than dropping the intensity, I drop the volume. So this session is my Saturday leg session, my second leg session of the week. So as you can see, we've only got 2 compounds in there, 1 or 2 isolation exercises in terms of the abductors and adductors and the leg extensions, and then 2 heavy working sets on squats and 2 heavy working sets on leg press. So the reason why we drop RDLs out of this session compared to the Tuesday session is that the day after is my pull day, so I'm going to have quite a lot of pull work in there on the Sunday, so I don't want to absolutely fry my lower back and hamstrings because they're going to be needed for the next day. So here, as you can see, attached resistance bands to the leg press. A lot of leg presses out there. This is the pre-core leg press. That is a vast difference in the amount of tension right at the bottom of the movement to at the top of the movement. So by adding in the resistance bands, it just evens out that strength curve and means that I'm taxed at the beginning of the exercise and the end of the exercise too.
Right guys, so hello and welcome YouTube. I've been doing a little bit of this stuff here and there, but it's one of those things. My main business is obviously coaching, and the main platform I was concentrating on for that was Instagram, whereas YouTube is probably going to be a little bit more about following me as an athlete. So my whole ethos is, just because you're a dad doesn't mean you have to give up on your own goals. So I'm 30 years old. I've got 2 stepsons, one who is 17, one who is 11, and then my daughter who is 3. So as you can imagine, busy home life. I run my own business. I'm an online coach. So that takes up a lot of my time, kind of looking after clients as well as kind of like making content. But I still find trying to train, I'm not just train to be able to compete in natural bodybuilding. So yeah, it's one of those things that if you've got a dream, if you've got a goal, like, you will always find the time to be able to pursue those things. But when you're a dad, you can't just let it fall to chance. You have to plan ahead. You have to plan your week. You have to make sure that you're hitting those big things, or else one of the big three is going to fall down. So for me, the big three is family, fitness, and finances. So finances, I'm not an investor, I'm not a financial advisor, but finances just comes down to either the business that you run or the job that you have. Those are the big three things in life. Those are the three big pillars for me in life, is making sure that my business is going well, my family, it has enough of my time, and that my fitness goals are then achieved. So yeah, that's a bit of an introduction to me. I'm about to go and do some shopping. So like a lot of people, you get the big main shopping, and then there's always things that kind of need picking up kind of later on this week. So I've got to go in and get some more coffee, some beef for, I think she's putting the beef in the slow cooker tonight, which should be nice. So yeah, I'm about to run into Aldi and get a few bits, but it was great to speak to you guys. I'm going to throw out some training footage from legs last night, I think it was. So I'm about 3 weeks out from the Two Bros Natural Show on the 7th of November. So at the moment, I'm dieting pretty hard. Training 5 days a week, cardio's every day, posing every day. I video my posing 2 or 3 times a week and send it across to my coach so he can kind of see my condition. It's a lot more hands-on in terms of the feedback from the coach and stuff at the moment, because we are kind of so close to competition. Can't be any slip-ups on the diet at the moment, just because one like bad binge would knock me back a week, and I only have 2 more weeks of fat loss before my next competition. So yeah, there's going to be some training footage coming up, and he might even throw in some posing. If you want to stick around to watch me in my boxers, that'll probably be at the end.
So guys, thanks for watching the video. Hoping to do some really exciting things with this channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and share this with your friends if you found it interesting.